What's up, guys? Today I will be showing you guys some hidden features and cool tips on using your Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra like a pro. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is in the camera app. So I'm sure you guys probably knew that there is a hyperlapse mode in the camera app, but what you might not have seen or noticed is that little icon of a star with the lines behind it, and it's called Star Trails, and to turn it on, it has to be yellow. And then what you can do with it is you can get some amazing hyperlapse videos of the stars going by. That was at like 9:30 to 12 o'clock. So it took like roughly 2 hours to do that. So it was not daytime, as it kind of looks like it was morning or maybe just about the sunset. So it did take like 2 hours to do for 12 seconds of footage, but the end result was definitely worth it. Then the next thing is an object eraser, which is something that Samsung hasn't, I don't think, ever mentioned, except for like in the trailer for the A series. They did put a little bit in there, but really nothing like how to do it or some stuff that can do. But what you're going to do is go to edit the photo and then hit these three dots, then hit object eraser. And what you're going to do is just select whatever you don't want. Oops. And then just hit erase and watch disappear. So to show that again, it's going to grab what you want, just roughly outline it, hit erase. Sometimes you will have to do like grab with shadow and then erase that, but I think it always does a really good job. As you can see from a distance, it looks like it was never there, and if you look very closely, you can kind of see that it looks a little bit off, but if you just showed this to someone, they probably wouldn't even know that it was like edited or anything. And then the next thing is if you go to take a selfie and then you realize, oh, maybe you wanted a portrait effect, all you have to do is just tap these, again, three dots at the bottom, add portrait effect, give it a few seconds to analyze the photo, and then you can choose the strength of the blur. I usually put it at the 7 and then apply. And then you have a portrait mode picture that wasn't even taken in portrait mode. And then another thing, I got this adorable picture of a chipmunk, and it was kind of zoomed in, so that's why it's a little bit fuzzy. But all you need to do is, if you want a little bit more detail in any photo, what you're going to do, again, hit those three little dots and then hit remaster photo. Then give it a few seconds to remaster it. And then as you can see, it added some detail, kind of brightened it up in certain spots. And then you're just going to hit save. And there you have, oops. Oh. Okay, and there you have a remastered picture of that chipmunk. Okay, so one thing that I'm sure you've seen on your Samsung device is this feature called Dolby Atmos. So I personally didn't really know what it was until a few months ago, but if you turn it on, it makes everything sound a lot more echoey. So I'll play an example for you. Okay, so this is my voice without Dolby Atmos on, and as you can see, it just sounds like a regular recording. But then when I turn on Dolby Atmos, you can see that it sounds a lot more echoey. It sounds like it's kind of around you. Obviously, you can't really tell on camera because it doesn't sound too that much different, just because the phone can't pick it up as well as you would if you were actually hearing it. But this is how it sounds like with Dolby Atmos on. So as you could hear, it was definitely a lot more of a surround sounds, kind of like a 360 audio. So if you want the most out of your listening experience, and if you're not using the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, and one thing that I did notice, that if you are, if you are using the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, which already have 360 audio, and you go to turn on Dolby Atmos, it can show on now, but once you start playing music or something, you won't be able to turn it on just because it already has like a kind of like a Dolby Atmos. So just so you know that it's not broken or there's something wrong with your earbuds or your device. Okay, and the next set of tips I have to show you involves screenshots. So I'm sure you probably, oh my goodness. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you guys involves screenshots. So I'm sure that you know if you take the volume down button and the power button and press them at the same time, it takes a screenshot. But what you might not have known is that if you take your side of your hand and then run it across, it takes a few times to get the right angle. There we go. It will take a screenshot. So if your device should come with this setting by default, but in case it doesn't, you're going to go head over to settings, scroll down to advanced features, and then go to motion and gestures, and then you're going to see palm swipe to capture. So you can toggle that back on, and then you have that option to take screenshots with your hand. Kind of a cool feature. So another thing with screenshots, that if you're taking a picture of an email, or in this case a long web page, and you don't want to take individual screenshots for as you keep scrolling down, what you can do is go to take a screenshot and then press this down button right there, and keep taking screenshots. And as you can see, I already took let's see, there it is, a very long screenshot of this web page. And if you fit it just right, it's literally like you're re-scrolling the page. Except, of course, you don't have any control over the page. And also, an easy way to fit it in is if you just double tap and then it instantly fits it. And this, of course, is the page to buy the Galaxy S23 Plus or that regular S23, which I definitely recommend buying those two because those are great phones. So one small issue with the Galaxy S23 Ultra, one of the only issues that some people are having with this device, is the shutter lag of this phone. So to make that better, you're going to go ahead into Good Lock. Give it a minute to load. I'm not sure. Is it out of Good Lock? Let's see. Okay, so you're going to have to go through Good Lock to install this app. And I'll leave links to the Good Lock app and the Camera Assistant app down in the description. And if you go there, there is Quick Tap Shutter, which is take pictures as soon as your finger touches the shutter button instead of when you lift off. And that's a really good one. Then capture speed. You can change it to faster capture or faster post-processing. And there's some other things that you can do to make it faster. And another tip for you guys is with battery life. So if you are using the Samsung S23 Ultra, as I'm sure you know, that this is the king of all batteries. No phone can ever come close to it. Even the iPhone 14 Pro Max that I'm using can't even get up to the 2 days that I'm getting with this device. So if you go to more battery settings and then performance profile, by default it's going to be set to standard, but if you put it to light, you'll get even more battery life out of your phone. It does say that prioritizes battery life, cooling, and efficiency over processing speeds. So it does tell you that it won't be as fast, but honestly, I haven't seen any it's not any slower when I have it on. Everything is still very smooth, very fast. And honestly, if you want to have the maximum battery life, and if the possible chance that it might be a little bit slower, if that doesn't bother you, then I would highly recommend turning on that setting. Okay, the next thing that is a feature that's exclusive to Samsung devices, and I hope that other phone companies like Apple and Google will start to kind of take that and make it their own, is music share. So if you just pair your Galaxy Buds 2 Pro or Galaxy Buds 2, Galaxy Buds Live, Galaxy Buds Pro, whatever earbuds you have. And once they connect, you're going to scroll down to media output, and then you're going to have this option if you tap on the, oh yeah, so it works with any other or like any other type of audio. I do have Galaxy Buds 2, but they're currently dead, so I'm going to use my Apple AirPods Pro 2, and you can select both of these at one, and then you can play videos or music with the two different pairs. As you can see, they're both connected now, and they're at the same volume if you choose them to. And it's nice that it lets you know if it's red, if it's good, then orange if it's, or I'm sorry, red if it's too loud, or orange if it's an okay volume. So that's really nice, like if you were traveling on an airplane with the noise of the airplane and just maybe of like people talking, even though you can't really hear other people talking on an airplane, and you are watching a movie with your friend or family member, and you don't want to have one earbud in your ear and the other earbud in your sibling or friend's ear. So you can have two pairs of earbuds connected at the same time. And also you'll see this, obviously, since it's not a Samsung bud, it will just, the AirPods will show up as just another Bluetooth device. But the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro will show up as, obviously, Galaxy Buds. So that's a really nice feature that I hope other companies start to adopt soon. And I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please consider subscribing. And I'll catch you in my next one. See you then.